Namaste. I see a few new friends have joined us. Wonderful. Welcome. Friends, today we are talking about what is the role of pain. So we are all contemplating about how we relate to pain. What is your relationship with pain? So if we can just contemplate about it for another 20 seconds, we can probably put in the chat. Jignasha is saying she's dejected. Thank you. Sometime cried out. Sometime I try to hide out from pain. That's wonderful. Numbing it. Thank you so much, Ira. No pain, no gain. That kind of attitude. Wonderful. Wonderful. I block it out by binge watching Netflix, eating chocolates. Yes. So what we do is we want to get away from it. We want to deny it. We don't want to feel it. Distract myself. Yes. These are the very common ways of dealing with pain. So thank you for being courageous, but for being honest, because we need to obviously see how is it that we deal with it right now. And today, as I was contemplating about this topic, because of course, working with people, you kind of see what's happening, how do people deal with it. What came to me was, if you see Buddha's journey, his journey is what needs to be our journey. So when he was born, what did his father do? He took out every inch of pain. He tried to make his life so that there was not going to be pain, so that at least he would not see pain. Of course, he was born to a mother who died within a couple of days of giving birth to him. So, in the subconscious, the pain was there. But his father tried because it was predicted that he will go and become a sadhu. So, what he said is that remove all kinds of pain. Let him not see old age. Let him not see illness. So, if you remove pain, there will not be that kind of, probably deep thinking which will take him on this path. So, it started from a place where there was no pain to a place where he saw that there is pain. He saw a ill person, he saw old age, he saw what happens with that. And that really stirred something in him. And he left the place, he actually started looking within. So it was 6 years of a lot of tapasya. And of course, probably many lifetimes of it before that. But really, 6 years of sitting with it, what is really happening within. And that's where he actually found a path to go beyond it. And that's when then he started preaching, he started teaching other people, started giving them the path, taking them on the path, so that they can actually also come to this experience, that freedom. And as he shared, as he started speaking about it to the first disciples that he had, he first gave the Four Noble Truths. He said, the four noble truths, if I'm saying it in English, it is dukh hai, that pain is there. Pain is going to be there, right? And then he says that there is a reason for the pain, there's a cause behind it. And we can actually get out of it. And there is a way. So then he gives the way to get out of it. So I don't, obviously, the noble truths are there out there on the internet, but I'm not really going to talk about it. But it's so significant. The first thing that he said, for people who are leaving their homes, who are actually just looking within, the first thing that he says is accept that there is pain, right? Because all of us, we try to kind of avoid the pain. When we are saying we want to watch Netflix, we want to go shopping, we want to do, online shopping, we immediately want to go out and meet a friend and talk about something nice. All of these things are really distracting ourselves. But what is the first thing that's needed is acknowledging it and seeing that the pain is there. So that's going to be our beginning of really walking on the path, not being in denial, right? Before that, what was Buddha doing? So what did his father try? to really drown him into pleasure, to give him everything pleasant so that he does not want to turn away. Pleasure and pain both are going to be there. They are two sides of the same coin. And when Buddha is saying that the cause is there, he's saying the cause is attachment. Our attachment, I want pleasure, I want only the good things. I don't want pain. We want this part to just go away, and we only want this part to be there. So when he's giving the path, he's giving to be in the middle. He's saying accept everything, try to live in the middle, right? And the meditation that he's giving is really of becoming an observer, watching everything. So what is it that we need to do? We need to start observing, a detached observer. He says attachment is the problem. Attachment that this is how I want it. This is only the things that I want, and I don't want any pain, any misery. And learning to become detached. Not detachment in terms of a lot of people who were having families. He said you can be in the family. So he's not actually saying detach from people. It is an internal detachment. It is an attitude of detachment, which is learning to observe everything, saying yes to this, saying yes to that. One thing that's coming to me, he gives this technique. Supposing you're having a headache, you just watch it. When you're watching it, you acknowledge it. So, really looking at it deeply, not fighting it. Headache, headache. Sorry. So, with the attitude of I see you. See, my cough is telling, see me, right? So, at the same time as I'm talking to you, I'm saying, I see you. And as we see what is there, he said, slowly you will automatically go to a deeper layer. So, this person whom he was talking to, when he saw the headache deeply, he went to anger. And then you see the anger, right? Now, the idea is not to become angry, because so many times then what would happen when we see, yes, hidden emotion is the thing. And then when that emotion is seen, we start becoming that emotion. We start acting out of it. Okay, now I'm going to go out and tell this person, this is what you made me feel. What we're really doing is we are projecting our feelings onto the other. If you are feeling something, whatever is happening within you is your responsibility. Later, at a point, if you need to give a feedback, you may give a feedback. But the idea is not to say, okay, the other person is responsible. So when you see the anger again, seeing it, but with a detached observation, or feeling it, when you're able to not project it on the other person. Projecting, when we say project, when our fingers are at the other, we are projecting. This person did this to me. This one treats me like that. We are projecting. This is exactly what's happening for us on this plane. We actually see the sunrise and the sunset, and we say, oh, the sunrise is happening or the sunset is happening, right? Whereas actually, if we start understanding deeper, the sun is right there and we are moving away from it or towards it. That's what is a sunrise or a sunset. So here we see it like that the other is doing this to me. But can we train ourselves? This is exactly what the sadhana is. Can we take the time? Can we see, okay, this is what I'm feeling. It's my responsibility. How do I really work with this emotion? I may need to take some time off. I may need to kind of, not engage with that person maybe for a little bit, and that's okay. But can we learn not to project? We all are usually born with it. We tend to project, we tend to see the other as the problem in our life. But this is exactly what the sadhana is, that we need to really do that. So, coming back to pain, when we experience pain, right, and we want to fight it, we all have heard what you resist persists. What you exclude gets included. So you have an illness and you just do something. I have some issue with an organ, I remove the organ. What will happen? The disturbance that was expressing itself from that is going to start expressing somewhere else, right? A lot of people, when as a homeopath also I'm working, people have issues, autoimmune problem, fibromyalgia, some other issues. And when they start working with me, when they start taking homeopathy, and at a stage when they start feeling better physically, and they say, your medicines are making me really upset and angry. I was never this irritable person. Your medicine is making me irritable and angry. So they start projecting it on the doctor, they start projecting it on the therapist, that it's you are doing it to me. Your medicine is doing that to me. And that's when I explain to them that, the physical issues are a manifestation of the emotional issues. And there is now so much proof about it. Now, if things are going to get better, or if we start becoming aware, you may not be seeing the disturbance. Maybe you were distracting yourself, but slowly you will start seeing it. And when you start seeing it, when you start actually seeing that, okay, I was ignoring, my husband is busy, he's not giving me time, I was ignoring it. But when you will start seeing it, you will start feeling angry about it. Because underlying that anger, underlying that emotion is a need that is unfulfilled. So, what we need to do is, again, we need to do the same thing. We need to pay attention. We need to see what are we feeling, what is the emotion that I'm feeling, which helps us understand the need underlying it. So, again, not shying away, learning to see like a detached observer, and taking periods where I feel it. If I'm going to feel it constantly, if my anger is there and I'm going to say, yes, I'm going to feel it, I'm going to become this angry person, what will you do? You will be shouting at your children, you'll be shouting at your husband, you will be taking it out. So taking the time where you actually look deeper into it, this is really what helps. So from time to time, give yourself the permission to feel it, right? And that's going to be really the walking the middle path, right? That's how our sadhana is going to get better. So physical, if there's a physical manifestation, also wanting to look at it. And when we are saying it, we need to say it because our conditioning is such. Science has really separated the body and the mind. Body is separate, mind is something else, right? We don't actually see the connection. But the more you'll actually just start looking within, you will start understanding and experiencing within. So the attitude is the same. See what is. When we start seeing deeper, we will start developing a trust in life. We will start experiencing that actually the body, if there is an illness, it is trying to help me. It's like a wake up call. If you read books like The Journey by Brandon Bays, or Dying to Be Me by Anita Moorjani, or Louis Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, you obviously will read their experiences with it. But I've had so many people. One of our SanghAha members, when she had cancer, and she said, that's the best thing that happened to me. It was like a wake up call, that period of transformation. She said, as I was going through the treatment, I got all the support. And actually, I felt like, the universe was supporting me. So if we are functioning in a way which is so unaware, we are actually working in pre-programmed ways, the universe has to show us in some way that, hello, wake up. This is not who you really are. You need to know your true self. Be your true self. That's what you're here for. So in some way, it is going to show, and our body is the unconscious. So some things will start coming in the body. So one of the changes that we need to do there is recognize that the illness is not an enemy. Again, this impression is there because from childhood, we've been told you have to fight the illness, right? So somewhere automatically, what is it that we feel? This is an enemy. I have to fight it, right? Can we shift the perception and say, my body is my friend? If this is the unconscious, if you trust today that this is your unconscious, and if There is something happening. It's actually trying to tell you, hello, look at me, look at what you're doing. When we take that stance, we will start trusting. And obviously, also, what will start happening is we will start accepting. So, trust. 3 pointers I want you to take from today, friends. First is trust. Can we see how is it that I can trust more? Am I able to trust life? The second thing is acceptance. Can I accept what is? In this moment, this is what is. I am feeling the pain. I was sharing in the physical SanghAha in the we have at our home this experience with a couple of friends. I had chicken pox last time, and I had never got it as a child. So I had two maids, one after the other, they got it. And I thought that, I will not now get it. I had taken the precautions, but one of them had come out sooner and I got it as well. Now, theirs was not as intense. So my maid every day, she was, trying to help me, trying to apply the lotion. And she was saying, by tomorrow, nothing will happen. By tomorrow, you'll stop getting, they'll start drying up, they'll start falling. And obviously, I was saying, okay, yeah, okay, tomorrow, no, it won't come. But every single day, I was seeing new ones coming. By the fourth or the fifth day, my entire body, every side of my body had it. And it was so painful. There was no position I was comfortable lying down in. One day I was in so much pain. And of course, emotionally also, I was kind of feeling things. And I didn't realize, but obviously I was feeling like, when is it going to happen? Because she was telling me every day, by tomorrow, it will start drying up and dropping. Don't worry. And I heard an inner voice on the fifth day, tomorrow is going to be worse. And that was that sudden thing. And it was like, an inner knowing came and I just surrendered to it. Something just shifted. I realized that I was not even aware that I was not accepting it. In this process of saying, when is this going to get over? I was actually trying to fight it. Though here, we know I should not be fighting it. I didn't realize that somewhere I was wanting it to just go away. And I just surrendered and I said, okay, if that's what it is, that's what it's going to be. And there was a deep surrender that came. And physically, of course, they were coming and it was very uncomfortable. But something deeper in me had shifted. I just relaxed into it. And that is how it was. The next day was worse. That was the peak. And that's after that, it actually started going down. So, can we accept it every time that we are faced with a challenge? Because naturally, you're going to want it to go away. But can you see, am I able to accept that, yes, today this is what is? I am having this headache. I'm feeling this pain. So, the second point is acceptance. And the third point is celebration. If life is doing this to us, is not doing this to us, but it's happening for us, if it's happening for a reason, right? Can we actually celebrate life? A lot of the times when we feel dukh hai, a lot of the people have actually thought that Buddha is a pessimistic person. He's trying to say that everything is bad and you have to really leave it. No, we don't have to do that. There is going to be a stage in our life where we are going to learn with the pain. The pain is the vehicle which is going to take us towards what we need to learn. But that is not the only way that you learn. From really accepting that, from facing that, we are going to come to a stage where we can actually learn with happiness, with, having good things. So we will develop the attitude of, I am a learner of life. Whatever situations are coming, I'm learning from it. So, not being attached to pain also. So, one extreme is fighting pain. The other extreme is people become attached to pain. They carry guilt, and unconsciously, because you carry guilt, you say, I deserve pain, right? So, not even being attached to pain. So, can you just celebrate life for what it is, for wherever you are, for whatever good things are there in life? So, if we really bring these three things in our life, this journey becomes more and more peaceful, more and more deep, and we really go on the path of becoming ourselves. So, we will do a meditation now. But before we do that, is there anything that one needs to ask about this or share? Yes, Nilamaji.
Yeah. Like, good evening, everyone. Like, I want to know ki how should we look into the pain? I have a pain in my legs, high back of it,
Right.
like a muscle is being pulled. Some pain is like that. Muscle or vein is pulled. I'm not able to make out. But still, how should I look deeper into it?
Just like a mother would look at a child who is in pain. And imagine this child is an infant because we don't understand, our body doesn't speak the same language as us. It's just like an infant who's just going to cry at everything. So I'm not able to understand, why is this infant crying? Is it that the infant is hungry or what's happening? So just like a mother, a compassionate, loving mother would really be there for a child. In tune, trying to be in tune with the child and understand what's happening to you. That's the attitude that we do. Or like when we said, our body is our best friend, right? So how do you be with your best friend? So of course, initially, like I said, being that mother, but then slowly the relationship develops in a beautiful way. Dr. Newton says, imagine you have your best friend in the room and there are 30 other people. Does your best friend even need to tell you, I'm upset about something? Just one look in the eye, you know that there's something happening. And you know what's happening. You just go and say, yeah, okay, tell me what happened today. Right? So slowly as we start paying attention, that's how the relationship will develop. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Ankita.
Hi, Dr. Preeti. I joined in a little late, but after my last discussion with you, I think today was a very beautiful reminder. I just got like the last 5, 7 minutes. Uh, and for the last 2 days, I've been very impatient, saying, when will this sabbatical get over? Because it's becoming too much, and I don't want to look into the issues that have come up. And and therefore, what you said is trust the process, accept what is, because suddenly the mind is kicked in to say that I don't know what am I doing. I need to get out into the world. But I hear you say that acceptance, like like you said, you don't have to fight the chicken pox. To say that it is here for a reason and really surrender to it. So possibly this is my version of the chicken pox.
Wonderful.
And yeah, and the last thing that you said about not getting addicted to pain, because my one big worry is that if we are learning only through pain, then life is a very painful process. So thank you for clarifying that, as we get better at surrendering, we might just get smarter at learning through happiness and not through pain.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ankita.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Ira.
Ma'am, for me, my relationship with pain after the inner child session, it has changed a little, but it has, I think,
Relationship with
turned into some
your relationship.
after the with pain has changed actually completely. And I've realized that now I just want to numb myself. I don't want to face it because there is this very deep fear of facing the pain, which I'm not able to overcome. I just feel extremely scared looking at it, sitting with myself and feeling it.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So it's good. You're becoming aware that there is pain, and you're also becoming aware that you have been numbing it. So that is also a good step. And you can keep reminding yourself from time to time, it is safe for me to feel the pain. So somewhere we have a fear that suddenly it's going to be overwhelming. I'm going to be taken down by it. So, like I said, you don't have to live in it completely. But from time to time, I can allow myself to feel it. And it is safe. Yeah. So slowly it'll start happening. It's like the ice has been there, numbing is like a ice. Slowly, slowly, you're becoming aware that, okay, it's been cold, and slowly, slowly, it will start melting. So don't be in a hurry. Thank you. Yes, Preeti. Preeti, are you there?
Yes, sorry, I was just trying to unmute myself. So, Dr. Preeti, you said there's a reason for the pain. Is there a process where we can find what the reason is still behind the pain?
Yeah. So we just, like I said, start being there for the child. Another person has also asked, what can I tell my body? Some illness is there. We be there as if wanting to be there for the child. So sometimes we just go too much with the mind. I want to understand there is, the mind and function. Okay, I want the logical steps. Now, what do I tell? What is it? Just a child needs to be seen. A child needs to be uh, held and accepted as it is. So just start doing that with the body, and things will start coming up automatically, right? You may get answers. So my sister, she used to have eczema, and at one time, of course, she had done multiple sessions and whatever. At one time in her meditation, she got a recipe, 3 ingredients to be mixed and applied every day, and within a week, all her eczema, which was there for years together, was gone. So, don't be in a hurry to find a logical solution or to find, say, okay, yes, this is what it is. It's a journey. So just be there, connect with your body every single day, just like telling the child, I'm here for you. And slowly it will happen. And of course, if you need to take help, which I know you are doing workshops, sessions, whatever, it will come to you in that.
So basically, say think of the pain as a child and be there for them. That kind of
Your body as a child,
okay.
when the pain is there, the pain is the cry of the body. Right? The illness is really saying there are layers of emotions. So I would highly recommend the book, The Journey.
Yes, I've
We're
read
all,
that.
yeah, we're also disconnected. Like here, so many times when we are asking, also, it's really from the mind. Okay, give me the formula, right?
Mm.
How is it that I really do that? So it's so much from the mind that we go for it. But can we actually drop into the heart? Can we become this person who's not in a hurry, who's saying, I'm just here for you? I'm wanting to develop this relationship. That's what we need to work on.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, Shiv.
Just like we know if we touch the fire, we get burned, there is a pain. And so we understood, we have gained that knowledge. So we understood, and we avoid that situation. Similarly, in certain situations, if they give you pain, you understand, you accept that's painful, but you understand, you accept also. And then if you drop or you try to avoid that situation, is it avoidance or is it the wisdom?
Depending on what the situation is. So you avoid your mother, you avoid your father. Internally, till the time that you're holding the attitude of avoiding, it is avoiding. We need to internally heal it. So internally, if it's still hurting you, right? If you still kind of, because every relationship is a mirror. And unless and until we really kind of have seen what that part was mirroring to us, we will not be healed. So, again, depending on maybe a colleague, somebody there, and you can avoid it very easily, that can happen. And of course, a lot of the times when we actually work on it, people around us also change, or we really are in situations where we don't have to face them regularly. So, automatically, the universe, it's working so magically. When you are put together in a situation with somebody, there is something you have to learn. If something is triggering you, you have to learn something. So automatically, the universe will really kind of show you the signs also when you have worked on it.
Okay, it's not about avoiding a person per se, but the situation. You know that this kind of situation, it leads to a painful experience. So you understand, you accept, and you give up. You say that okay, that's not for me. I understand. And you drop it.
Right. So Shiva, I would highly recommend you, because obviously we are not here talking
I understand. Okay.
about whether it's a colleague or a wife or a father or some person, some politician on the TV, right? So I avoid listening to this politician. It's another matter. But if it's a wife, then definitely it's coming from past life, right? There's definitely karmic stuff. So who is it? Accordingly, I would really recommend to you understanding about the seven mirrors. That is something
Okay.
that will help you understand, really going through those processes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, friends, let's meditate. Yes, Ankit. Yes, Ankit.
Hi, Dr. Preeti. Good morning. Um, Beautiful topic, as usual. Get the pain and everything. Pain gives us suffering, but what love it shows to the person. Do pain shows the love? What kind of love it shows towards that we don't see on a regular basis? And that's what we occur in the pain, and then we try to see ourselves that there's what's a love hidden behind the pain. Technically, that was my question.
Right. So I didn't understand your question very clearly. When
So
you feel pain,
we
does
we
show
we
love to the other person? Is that what
no,
you're
no,
saying?
no. What is a if we get a pain, what is a love behind that that is trying to show us that we don't see on a regular basis?
Of the universe?
Yeah.
Is right? Right. Absolutely. We are in a loving universe, and the universe is really trying to make us whole, right? All the painful things, because obviously, right from childhood, we have put things under the carpet, we've put things in the unconscious. And we may be living, we may be saying, okay, I'm not looking at other stuff. But the universe is so loving towards us. It wants us to be whole people, wants us to see our potential, live our purpose. And that's how we are really here as a soul. So it's going to bring people into our life. It's going to bring situations in our life. If I'm having pain here, if I'm having an abscess here, somebody will touch me and I'll just feel, oh my God, so much pain. Why this person is so evil? This person is hurting me. And then somebody else may actually come from this side, but I have to see, okay, why is it hurting so much? Is there something here happening? So the universe is actually very loving, and it's bringing to us all situations which will show us where is it that we need to heal, where is it that we need to work on. Yeah, beautiful. Wonderful, friends. So, friends, what we will do is we will start the meditation, of course, with the breath and feeling that really this universe is this wise, loving universe. And really kind of feeling more and more surrender with the breath. And then allowing whatever comes up. So, if there's emotional pain that you have or physical pain that you have, after 7 minutes of just practicing this with the breath and more surrender, can you then start looking at it and just like with a detached observer, yes, I see the headache, giving attention to it just like you would give to a child. So let's get ready. Settle down, close your eyes, remove your spectacles. Ideally, cross your legs and your hands clasped in your lap. Bring your attention to your breath. Center yourself in this moment. Center yourself in this body. Accepting the body, accepting yourself, accepting your life in this moment, just the way it is. This is the attitude that you're going to sit with as you be with your breath. Watch the natural incoming breath and outgoing breath. Keep all your attention, become completely present with the breath. Nobody else right now matters. Give this time just to your own self. Be with the incoming breath as it's coming in. And be with the outgoing breath as it's going out. Our breath is the one that's connected to the body, mind, and our spirit. Be with it. Deeply settling into the body. Deeply settling into this moment. Giving attention to your own breath and to your entire body with deep love. There is just love. We are living in a loving universe. There are these moments where we feel like it's not worth it, that there is so much pain. And yet, when we learn to look deeper, we see how this pain was serving. Even if you have not experienced it right now, can you just be with this feeling that maybe this is true? Maybe I can just trust this universe. Maybe I can breathe with a deeper surrender. Can I just become present in this moment to my own self? With every breath, this presence is deepening. There is more love that's flowing in. You are present to your own body. And of course, mentally, just like a wise, loving parent would for a child who is in pain. Willing to be there for this child. Nothing else matters for now. Being with your breath. Present to your own self. With deep love and acceptance. Without any judgments. Judgments are needed with the outside world. So while you are wanting to understand What do I need to change? While you may do that at another point, because we all tend to do that, drop that judgment. Be there, the deep love in your own heart for your own self. Wanting to understand your own self, know your own self. And we do that by becoming an observer. Observe your own body, observe your own mind. There are thoughts coming and going. Simply watch them. Acknowledge any pain that you may have, any illness that you have. Allow yourself now to take attention there. Just like a compassionate, loving mother would towards a child, or a compassionate, loving father towards the child. Deep acknowledgement. I see the pain. I'm here for you. And deep compassion, which is a deep love, acceptance, and a desire to help. What can I do for you? As you're doing that without any expectation, be there. The answer may come, may not come right now. Or you may become aware of a deeper layer that's there. Be there, completely present for this pain, for this issue. And surrender to your breath. If you're getting into the mind, the answers don't come with the mind, just the loving presence. Trust the process. Being there in total trust and acceptance in this moment. Just as you be there with acceptance, You may get deeper insights, or just you get out of the way so that your body can heal itself. The body already knows how to heal itself. Our mind is the one that comes in the way. So for many of us, we just need to learn to step out of the way, to allow the wisdom of the soul act, the wisdom of the body take over. And to trust that if it is there today, it is here for a reason. Saying yes to it without any attachments. Just for another 3 minutes, be with the breath. Surrender to your breath. Surrendering to your breath. Allowing the wisdom to arise by just being with the breath. Letting the body act to heal itself as you hold a compassionate space, wanting to know if you can help. Not being in a hurry, accepting what is. And last 1 minute, friends. Every single day, you develop a deeper trust in the existence. Every single day, you will connect with your body, your own self, trusting and building the relationship with your body, being there for your own self. If you've received any insights from the body, you can just recollect that before you get ready to come back. 10, 9, 8. Taking a couple of long, deep breaths, slowly getting ready to come back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly, you may rub your palms together, cover your eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. We've already overshot the time today, so if anybody wishes to leave, feel free. Thank you for joining. And if anybody feels like sharing the experience, I'd love to hear that. That would bring a beautiful completion. Anybody wants to share what they experienced?
Hi, Preeti for me here.
Yes,
In my meditation, I'm still going through a lot of health issues. My body actually spoke to me and it said that you have always terrorized me while you're eating food. You always terrorized me, and I feel very sad about it. And I feel like crying.
Yeah.
Like I've almost reached to a point where I feel I'm never going to get anything with joy and happiness from you.
Yeah.
That's the terror with which you eat. Is we can't take it anymore.
Yeah. That's
So
a
now,
beautiful message. Beautiful insight, Kamiji.
yes. So how do I help myself now to eat with little more joy and happiness?
Just take the feedback and stop thinking about what's healthy, what's unhealthy, gluten, this, that. Just eat what you feel like. And when you're eating, of course, if you're going to feel, oh my God, is this going to cause something? Then it's not going to help. But just say, okay, let me ask my body, what is it that you feel like eating today?
Yeah.
And have it. And even if you feel that, okay, this is not something that I can have every day, treat yourself at least once a week, but have it without any guilt. It's a very deep conditioning. So many good things, we say these, I had a sinful meal today. So it's so prevalent, all of us, things that we enjoy, we feel guilty doing that. And what your body actually said is really much more intense. Terrorize. And you say you've terrorized me. It's obviously a much more significant, a stronger one. So just take that feedback. If a child is giving you that feedback, okay, just, every day you can just kind of say, I'm so sorry that I've been doing that. I will stop it. And every single day. So you may not change every meal, you may not be able to have that, but can you do that with one meal? Can you say, I'm going to enjoy that meal today?
Yeah.
Yeah? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dr. Bhakti, yes. Dr. Bhakti, are you here? You can unmute yourself. Okay, something is wrong probably. Praveenji.
Now I can. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Dr. Bhakti.
Yeah, good evening, Dr. Preeti. Thanks. It was a really wonderful session.
Thank you.
I like when I did this meditation, the experience was that I normally suffer from like asthma kind of thing. Like I have asthma, so I do keep on getting breathless. And when I did this meditation, the feeling I got is that I have like caged myself sort of thing, and that I'm not able to break that cage and like move out of freely or allow myself to move out freely or do what I wish to do more freely. And I'm more always worried about the consequences. There's like a lot of this associated guilt feeling kind of thing that what if I do would be something wrong or what would be the like I have been sort of you can say terrorizing myself with those thoughts, and that is what I felt that I haven't allowed my expressions and that is what has been caging me, and that is what I think. So my breathing is also, because like asthma is also a suffocation, and you are not able to breathe freely. That is when you get asthma. So I feel that I'm not. That is what I realized when I did this, that I have caged my own self into my own beliefs, and that I need to break those beliefs and shackles, and then that will heal me. That is what I am. Thanks for that lovely experience.
It's wonderful, Dr. Bhakti. Wonderful. Beautiful. Praveen ji,
जी नमस्ते।
namaste.
जब आपने मेडिटेशन कराया अ, तो मुझे मैं कनेक्ट हुआ तो मैसेज आया कि जब अपने लिए ही आप प्रेम नहीं महसूस कर सकते हैं तो
Hmm.
बॉडी पार्ट्स क्या मतलब वो जो हैं जहाँ दर्द है वो कैसे महसूस करेंगे आपका प्रेम?
Right,
वो भी आपका प्रेम चाह रहे हैं,
right.
तो पहले अपने लिए प्रेम लाओ।
बहुत सुंदर, बहुत सुंदर। और यूजुअली यही होता है, हम चाहते हैं कि हम दूसरों के लिए करे जाएं तो हमको वहां से प्रेम मिलेगा। हमें जब रियलाइज होता है कि एक्चुअली ये गलत है, हम उल्टा जा रहे हैं, उल्टी गंगा बह रही है, कि हमें पहले जब अपने लिए ही नहीं है तो हम दूसरे के लिए भी नहीं कर सकते हैं। बहुत सुंदर इंसाइट प्रवीण जी, थैंक यू फॉर।
थैंक यू, आपने कराया बहुत अच्छा, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू।
थैंक यू।
That's wonderful, friends. I'm assuming no more sharings. Thank you for joining, friends. Have a wonderful evening ahead. And फिर मिलते हैं next month again. Thank you.
Thank you.
नमस्ते। नमस्ते।